Welcome to this episode of Smart Tech. I'm Andrew Barija, your host, and this week we are looking at financial technology, most especially into the world of health. I'll begin by saying not so many Ugandans have access to insurance, and the insurance penetration is quite at a very slow rate. And also, I'll say that majority of Ugandans lack financing during the time they need to meet their hospital bills. But the innovators are working around the clock to make sure that such benefits are incurred by the Ugandans to ensure that they have these benefits to the maximum. This time around, we are going to look at the innovation that was put in place by the Ugandans, by the young innovators in Uganda, to ensure that Ugandans are able to attain health benefits during the time they need to finance their hospital bills. It could be any facility right there. Let's check this out. I'll be right back. Enjoy. The socioeconomic impacting health financing innovation was commissioned in 2017 to run in Uganda, first before replication to other African countries, with the mandate of bridging the wide gap in the African market of lack of healthcare financing faced by so many Africans. In Africa, there are over 1.18 billion individuals without access to healthcare, with insurance penetration at 2.8%. The priority market lately is Uganda, which has a health insurance penetration at under 0.7%, leaving over 42 million people without access to healthcare insurance, with the annual population growth rate at 3.7%, according to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Let's delve deeper to understand this development in the financial technology space.
Clinic Pesa spans from a personal problem. Personally, I used to be in the consultancy field. I used to consult for different firms, both local, multinational firms as well, in the software engineering field. And their time came, this period when I'm actually sick, and I did not have enough money to actually offset my medical bill. And it was so interesting that when I walked to my next small clinic, next door small clinic, the doctor was able to give me treatment with the view that I'll be able to pay when I actually get better. So I, among many other people, I considered myself to be lucky. I do work, I do earn, but it's unfortunate that at that point I'd just done my last consultancy and I didn't have that money readily available. So it meant that either the sickness had to wait for me to get the money, but I consider myself being lucky at the moment that the doctor did really give me this treatment. After I recovered, I decided to take it as a responsibility to be able to close this gap. And when I did a bit of research, I found out that so many people were going through this same challenge on a day-to-day basis. So I looked at how I could be able to tackle this challenge, because then people are not buying insurance. The former insurance, the subscription is actually very low. When you look at the penetration, it's right under 1%, more so for healthcare. And so for me, it was the objective of how do we help majority of the Ugandans who are actually struggling when it comes to healthcare financing to also have that hope again that they can, whenever they are sick, they don't have to worry again. They can just walk to the healthcare center and be able to receive treatment.
What is this development all about? Chris further narrates.
PESA is an innovation that enables people to be able to save from as low as 1,000 shillings on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. So depending on the work that you're actually doing and what you're earning, you can be able to set aside that very little, such that on a rainy day, on that day that you're actually sick, the money that has accumulated can now be able to help you get treatment. Now, for those that have those that do not have enough, then we come through for them and give them a loan top-up, so that they can fully clear their medical bill and then be able to pay Clinic Pesa back. So typically, what we're enabling people is move your money into this wallet. We do not charge you to be able to save. It's free of charge. And once you've moved your money, then you can be able to start you can be able to use this money to pay for your medical bills. So what happens when you do not fall sick? Typically for someone would say, okay, when I don't fall sick for a premium, it expires and I lose this money, or it goes into treating someone else. But then you'd see the community we are in is not a community for sharing with people that you don't know. So then what we're doing for us is we're doing it a little bit different. Instead, at the end of the year, instead of this money expiring, instead we are adding new interest on top of this money because it's been sitting with Clinic Pesa. That means we should be generating some money. And we give you an interest of up to 5% of the money that you've actually saved up. And on top of this, we give you a window to take it back. Use it for school fees because now you've beaten sickness. Use it for school fees. Use it for something else that is you think that this money that you'd saved up to protect yourself and your family, you can now be able to use it to cater for these other bills that are urgent, and then you can start all over again. So you can either take it back or you can actually move it to the next year to continue protecting yourself and your family. And then the beauty with this, with our offering is that it's not tied to an individual. This is your account. It's like a mobile money account. And with this, then you can be able to use it to, you can actually be able to use it to pay for your child. You can pay for your wife if you're married. You can pay for a friend, so it does not have any restrictions. And paying at the healthcare center, it's actually free of charge. So there are over 1,838 healthcare centers. That includes clinics, hospitals, pharmacies, and even we've covered down to small drugstores, such that people can be able to receive care at their next door healthcare center. We do not want to change what is already happening, but we want to facilitate and make it even better for what is already happening.
Chris takes us through a recap on how the journey has been in regards to the growth and development of the innovation and what it takes to come up with a fully developed idea.
I would say it's been a journey. It's been a long journey. Of course, when someone wakes up and thinks of an innovation, you think it's just going to be a snip of a finger, and you have everything working out. Of course, we want to be very grateful to our partners, most especially our partners that have made us see today, and also the conducive regulatory environment. These kind of services have to be regulated, and when you look at our regulators, Clinic Pesa is regulated by the central bank, that's Bank of Uganda, and also regulated by UMRA, that is on the side of lending, when you're extending the loans to customers. When you look at the aspect of data, there's a different regulator, that's NITA-U. Then when you look at the other aspect of whether you're sending these SMSs using an infrastructure, that means you go back to UCCA a little bit. So there are regulators in place. Of course, looking at setting a solid business in place, you have to be, number one is compliance. Number two is you have to have a team that is competent enough to actually run such kind of a solution. So when you think when you think of an innovation, what you might think of is, I need to set up maybe a payments gateway or a payment solution or a saving solution, and someone thinks it's just going to be a snip of a finger. That's not really it. So number one, you need to have quite some good investment to start off. Some good investment would get you started to put, first of all, the technology in place, the infrastructure in place. You'll need this system certified. You need certification, which happens annually every year. But for you to get certification, you need to have engineers that are actually working with you. You need to have certain policies, procedures in place. You need to have a governance structure in place. So there is quite a lot that has to be put in place. And this all is actually a cost. Now, when you talk about technology, You will need to have redundant servers. Those are in terms of there's a downtime in the main server, then you have to do a switch, so that there's no downtime for customers. Remember, let's say for example, if I have my mobile money account, I don't want to be stuck. I want that I can access my money at the time that I need it. Now, okay, mobile money, you won't die. You will wait a little bit. But healthcare, you need treatment on the go, so you do not need to experience that downtime at any point. That means the infrastructures that we've actually invested in are infrastructures that should be able to support zero downtime and allow customers, of course with security on top of it, and allow customers to enjoy the benefits of actually using the solution. Started with a small pilot. Now, innovation, why people start with a small pilot? When people hear a pilot, they don't always love to hear the word a pilot. We started with a pilot of close to 400 people and one healthcare facility. Here we're not regulated yet. You were typically testing, that was in 2017, typically just testing to see does it make sense to actually venture into such kind of an innovation. Would it make sense? How would we make it affordable? Because we're not we're not going into this with a money perspective at the back of your mind. But when reality kicks in, you want to offer a free service. Typically, when you have a problem that you're actually solving from your heart, you will want to offer free service. But then reality will kick in. You have a lot of costs that are piled up, you have a lot of licenses to meet, you have tax obligations. So there's quite a lot to actually offset so that you can let an innovation thrive, So that means you have to have a business model that will make sense. This business model is actually the switch to enable the business to continue operating, to make it sustainable so that it can hire more people. At the time, it was just two members, myself and my co-founder. And the pilot evolved and worked really well. And so it was very promising when we would go to markets, talk to people, understand how they actually finance their healthcare. You find that the same challenge is actually replicating itself. So the market was big enough, and the problem was actually a big problem to be tackled. So we said, okay, why don't we start somewhere? We started somewhere, and after the pilot, then we grew our network of healthcare facilities to I think around 1,000. At the time, then we actually closed partnerships for enabling scale, with telecom companies, back then still telecom companies, not mobile money the way it's split today. And this was to enable as many people to benefit from the solution as possible. Now, to do all these things, you need investment. So you definitely have to build investment networks. So investment networks, they say your network is your net worth, So once you build these investment networks, these are the people who will actually invest in the solution, who have a common belief. This is a slow return investment. So you put in, you're definitely just injecting in money, and not small money, a lot of money. You're injecting in money. This money is going into financing HR, operations, and all these sorts of things. Eventually, you have now to come to reality. You cannot run a big business that is tackling people's money without being regulated.
The financial technology field in Uganda is growing at a relatively promising rate due to limited levels of awareness among the local citizens, which implies that there is maximum difficulty in marketing a fintech-based innovation out to the public.
It's a lot of energy, takes a lot of knowledge and strategy, basically, because fintech, it's something that is new to our communities. Because people to embrace technology, it's a bit challenging. Yeah. So mostly when you bring a new innovation based with technology, people feel like it's something that is taking away their tradition. So they look at it in a strange way. But it takes a lot of commitment, courage, to see that you persuade these people to try to change from the traditional way to adopt to the new strategies and the innovations and technology that are in place. Because this is the way to go with the current innovations and technology.
The market penetration in Uganda for fintech generally is still low. Yeah, and I think this is majorly due to the limited capital funding and the limited support from the regulators. Yes, basically, if we try to raise awareness and we try to get means of financing the available fintechs or the potential fintechs, this would help to grow the digital space of Uganda.
So I should say, when someone is trying to bring up a fintech, so one has to see that it is tailored to meet the needs of the people. So once it is within that line, it's easier for you to reach out the market, because people are always buying a solution to their problems. Because if you bring something that is not offering a solution to their problems, then that means it won't work out. But with Clinic Pesa, the advantage that we've been having in the community, it is the solution is providing a solution to their problem. Because now people are always, when they fall sick, they do not have enough money. So we are bringing a solution that enables them to set aside funds to enable them get prepared in time. By the time they fall sick, they have some money on them. Haven't you seen scenarios where someone, by the time they fall sick, they don't have any single coin? Because sickness has never alerted anyone that I'm coming tomorrow. But with a solution that is trying to save someone from not getting trapped in that scenario, people are going to embrace the solution. So I should say for whoever is outside there trying to venture into this field, try to bring something that is adding value to the people, providing solutions to their problems.
The innovation is acquainted with vast developments within, all purposed for healthcare financing.
At the mortality rate in Uganda, it stands at 336 deaths per 100,000 live deaths, and this is really, really high. So that's why when we analyzed this problem, that's why we created a product for expectant women, because initially our core product was concentrating on uninsured individuals, but this is specifically for expectant women. So majorly what Clinic Pesa Mamas does, we enable expectant women, women planning on parenthood and their partners to save for maternity care. Under this product, expectant women save for 4 aspects. That's the delivery costs. They also save for the birth preparedness kits or the mama kits. They save for transportation to the healthcare facilities in times when they are going for antenatal care or in times when they are going for the delivery. Plus, they also save for the emergency fund. Yeah, as we know, delivery and childbirth is a tricky journey. So it's better someone sets aside money for emergency, just in case. Yes, so under Clinic Pesa Mamas, the expectant women or their partners are able to set targets and determine different amounts they would wish to contribute for the 4 aspects that I've mentioned. And our system keeps reminding them, it nudges them to save on a daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis, depending on what they are comfortable with. Yes, so in times of need, when the mother is ready to give birth, they can go ahead to any of our partnering maternal care provider, and through this they can access quality services and decent services. Yeah, hence leading to safe childbirth. Yes, so basically that's our maternity care package, and we also have the restocking channel. It's also a digital platform where we help our partnering healthcare providers, facilities, hospitals, pharmacies, clinics, drug shops, any, to restock medical supplies. Yes, so we've partnered with a chain of big distributors in the country, whereby if you're a facility and you're already onboarded on the Clinic Pesa Mamas on the Clinic Pesa platform, you can go ahead and restock medical supplies through using our channel. Yes, on the other hand, we extend a loan facility, a credit facility to the partnering facilities to restock medical supplies. So far, we've partnered with over 300 maternity care providers. Basically, these are in the central region and in the outskirts of the central region. But the penetration in the rural areas is still kind of low because due to the limited technological advancement in the rural areas. Yes, for some of the facilities in the rural areas, when we reach out to onboard them, facilities are actually interested in onboarding onto the service, but there is still limited knowledge about the use of technology.
Health insurance coverage in Uganda remains low, with private insurance coverage concentrated among individuals living in urban areas, covering approximately 1% of the total Ugandan population. But as innovations evolve, this is anticipated to decline.
Uganda's healthcare insurance penetration stands at 0.7%, and this leaves out over 40 million people uninsured. So most of these people, in case they fall sick, they have to either sell off their property, borrow funds with high interest, or even non-seek medical care, and this can sometimes cause to death. So with Clinic Pesa in place, a service that helps people save from as low as 500 Ugandan shillings, we believe everyone can afford this. And the fact that our service is very convenient, you can save through your mobile phone from as low as 500 Ugandan shillings. Personally, I feel like this is the future of insurance because it can be accessed by anyone. It's very, very affordable to everyone.
Welcome back from that. I think you can see how very, very interesting it is that you can access your hospital financing at any time while using your mobile device. Yes, that's what the innovators are working in Uganda, and these are local innovations. But at this very time around, let's take a look at the demonstration. On Smart Tech, we look at demonstrations as something that is very key. We demonstrate the technology to the depth so that you can fully understand how it works. Let's take a look at the demonstrations of this application, and I'll be back and we wind up the show.
So Clinic Pesa can be accessed from 3 different platforms. One, which is the web application, or using the web browser, or you can download the application from Play Store. Alternatively, you can access Clinic Pesa using the mobile money platform, mainly MTN mobile money platform. So we are going to be going through the different platforms for the Clinic Pesa applications that you can be able to use to access Clinic Pesa. First of all, to access the web application, you can type web.clinicpesa.com in your web browser, and then it will bring the web application on your browser. Now, before we dive deep into the web application, Clinic Pesa has 3 different types of accounts. One, which is the user account. 2, the facility account, and then we also have the business account. But today our focus will mainly be on the user account and the health facility account. So we'll start with the user account and see the different features that under the user account. If I'm to use my account, so this is how the user account appears on your web browser. As you can see the different features on the application, we have make deposit, we have pay medical bill, we have share medical. I'll be going through the different features in details. So if you can see on this side panel, we have approvals, loans, pay medical bill, and then this is your transaction history. So we'll start with, first of all, making a deposit for a user account. Making a deposit, this is moving money from your mobile money account to your Clinic Pesa savings wallet. We'll start with making a deposit. making a deposit, you can deposit for yourself or you can choose to deposit for someone else. This money will move from your mobile money account to the M-Pesa savings account in the event that you've selected to deposit for yourself. If you intend to deposit for someone else, the money will move from your mobile money account to the other user's M-Pesa account. So if we are to start by depositing for myself, if I say I want to deposit 1,000, the deposits, you can deposit from as low as 500 So if I say deposit, it will send a pin prompt to my phone asking me to approve a deposit of 1,000 from my mobile money account to my M-Pesa account. Now, if I approve that initiation, so if I approve my initiation, as you can see, my initiation the confirmation comes here, and it will show the different balance, the difference in the balances from my previous transaction to the current transaction. Then if I'm to deposit for someone else, if I intend to deposit for someone else, I can enter their number. This person must have a M-Pesa account, so that the money moves to their M-Pesa savings wallet. If I enter someone's number, let's say and I say I'm depositing for them 1,000 as well. If we are to move on to paying a medical bill to a health facility, you can pay from your savings, or you can use a loan to pay your medical bill. That is if you don't have enough of savings to cover the entire medical bill. Or you can use both the loan and your savings. You can take from both your loan limit and your savings. So if we intend to pay from our savings, when you visit a healthcare facility, they'll provide you with a merchant code that is given to them by M-Pesa. So you enter their merchant code. It will display the name of that facility just for confirmation, to make sure that you're sending the payment to the right facility. Then you enter the amount that you intend to pay to that health facility. I'll say 1,000. The reason, which is also optional, you can choose to enter a reason, or you can choose not to enter a reason. But if I say, let's say tablets, and I say pay medical bill. Now, once I confirm with my M-Pesa PIN,
Away from the desktop version, now let's switch to the mobile version of the application.
Mobile application, to see how the different features of the application appear and they work. M-Pesa has 3 accounts: 1, the user account, and 2, the facility account, and the 3rd account being the business account. But our main focus today is going to be on the user account and the health facility account. So I'll begin by displaying how the user account works and the different features under it. I'll log into my M-Pesa account. So this is how the user account appears in the mobile application. We have different features such as My Approvals, where all the initiations from the facility appear. Then we have the history that will display the transaction history. We have Deposit, where you can make top-ups to your Clean Pesa savings account. We have Paying a Medical Bill with a Loan, where you can pay a medical bill from your loan limit. Also, we have Paying a Loan from your savings, where you can pay the medical bill from your Clean Pesa wallet. Then we have a Repay Loan, in case you have a loan that you would like to repay. That is if you have one. Currently I don't have one, but we'll see how to take a loan and repay a loan and all that. Then we also have Share Medical Bill, where you can transfer money from your Clean Pesa account to another person's Clean Pesa account. Then we also have the Clean Pesa Mamas platform, that is that helps mothers prepare for their childbirth and to save towards the safe child delivery. And so we'll be going through the different features to see how each one of them works and how you can use it to access your to be able to make payment for your medical bills. We'll start with deposit, and deposit helps to move money to your Clean Pesa wallet, and you can deposit for yourself or you can deposit for another. If you intend to deposit for yourself, you select the self button, then you enter the amount that you intend to deposit for yourself. Then when you hit the deposit button, it will send an initiation to your MTN line that you use for your Clean Pesa account, asking you to approve the deposit. And once you've approved the deposit, money will move into your Clean Pesa collections account. As you can see, the recent transaction is a deposit of 1,000. If you intend to deposit for someone else, you select for another, then you enter the amount that you intend to deposit for them, plus the phone number of the person you intend to deposit to. And this person must have a Clean Pesa account. So if I intend to deposit for someone else, asking you to confirm the deposit of this amount to the other person's Clean Pesa account. And once you approve that initiation, the money will move from your mobile money wallet to the other user's Clean Pesa savings account. We also have the autosave feature that helps you move money automatically into your Clean Pesa account, depending on the frequency that you set. How this works is that you select a frequency that you'd like money to be moved from your MTN mobile money wallet to your Clean Pesa account. If you select daily, money will move on a daily from your Clean Pesa, from your mobile money account to your Clean Pesa account. If you select weekly, you select a day that you would like money to move from your mobile money wallet to your Clean Pesa account. If you select monthly, you select a date that you would want money to move from your mobile money wallet to your Clean Pesa savings account. So in this case, if I say I want a daily autosave of 1,000, I have to confirm this deposit. This amount will be deducted from your mobile money wallet on a daily, and it will be topped up onto your Pesa savings account. If you select weekly, on a particular date that you've selected, money will move from your mobile money wallet to your Pesa savings account. If you've selected monthly, money will move on that particular date from your mobile money wallet to your Pesa savings account. So if we are to move on to the next feature, which is paying a medical bill with savings, the facilities have been given merchant codes. The facilities that are registered with Pesa have been given merchant codes. The facilities that are registered with Pesa have been given merchant codes, and once you visit the health facility, they provide you with their merchant code that you will use to make a payment. And as you're entering the merchant code, it will display the various options that are available that match the merchant code that you've entered, but you must be specific with the merchant code that you intend to use for your payment, so that you don't send the payment to the wrong account. Then you enter the amount that you intend to pay to that facility and the reason, if it is treatment. Now, once you confirm this transaction, money will move from your Pesa savings account and it will be deposited onto the health facility's Pesa account at a zero cost. We don't charge on the payments to the health facilities at all.
To a facility using the loan. So here it will ask us to enter the facility till code. So the name of the facility will appear to confirm that that's the exact facility you want to pay to. So you will be requested to enter in the loan amount. So you enter the loan amount you want to borrow from Clinic Pesa. So let me say the medicine you're purchasing is for 4,000. Then we enter 4,000. Then reason, which is optional. Let's say medical. Then here I confirm. I say pay medical bill. As soon as I tap the medical bill, it will ask me to enter in my PIN to confirm the payment. So upon that, it will show you even the interest that you're going to be charged on that amount of money. So for example here, if I'm paying 4,000, the interest I have to pay on 4,000 is 280 shillings. So the other feature that is there, we have loan and saving. So I can combine the two. In case the amount I have on my savings is not enough to offset the medical bill, I can as well borrow, then I combine the two to make a full payment. So I'll tap, I'm using loan and saving. So again, it will ask me to enter the facility code. Let me enter this. So I'll enter in the total bill amount. So the total bill amount, it will be the total amount I want to pay to the facility. For example, I'm paying now 35,000 to this facility. So I'll enter 35,000, meaning when I'm writing in the amount of money I want to borrow, it shouldn't go beyond what I have as my loan limit. So here I have 5,000, so I cannot type in 6,000. So it should be either 5,000 or below. So, and the other thing is the total amount of money that I enter in, it shouldn't go beyond the total amount of loan and my savings. So here I enter the reason, which is medical. Then I say pay bill. When I tap on pay bill, again it will ask me to enter in my PIN. As soon as I enter in my PIN, the payment is confirmed to the facility. The facility will receive a notification showing them that this amount of money has been paid by the given number. So now we are going to pay with savings. So when we go to pay with savings, that means here I have to utilize the money that I had saved prior to falling sick. So I'll enter it will ask me to enter in the facility code. Again, I enter the facility code. So I'll enter in the amount I want to pay to the facility. Let me say I'm paying maybe 30,000 for consultation. So I'll put 30,000. Then reason which need consultation. I say consulting. Then I say pay. When I tap on pay, it will ask me to enter in my PIN. So as soon as I enter in my PIN, the payment is made. Our payments are in real time. So by the time the customer is leaving the healthcare facility, the facility owner or the facility accountant is already in the know that this amount has been effected on our account. And so the customer is good to go. So now we have the other option is repaying a loan. So after taking a Clinic Pesa loan, you're supposed to repay back this money. So you can click on repay a loan. So this loan can be paid through two channels whereby you can use your savings. If you have still enough savings on your account, you can use them to pay off the loan, or else you can pay back the loan using by depositing money on your MTN mobile money. Then we move that money from your wallet to Clinic Pesa, then you service your loan. So here I'll show you from savings. I will use my savings to pay off the loan. So still I will enter in the amount I want to pay. Let me have taken my loan of 4,000. Now I'm paying back the 4,280. So with the interest. So when I tap on pay, I have to confirm this. I'll be asked to enter in the amount I want to pay. Enter in that amount, tap on pay, then I pay. Then it asks me to confirm with my PIN. So when I confirm in with my PIN, with my mobile money PIN, the money moves to Clinic Pesa and it services my loan. So now we have the share medical. So for sharing medical, this option was put in place to enable people who have maybe you may be having some savings on your account and you want to share with a colleague who is already registered on Clinic Pesa. So you can share this on your savings to that person. Wherever they are able to receive this money. So you enter in the number of that customer, but this customer must be already a Clinic Pesa user. And the way they register to be Clinic Pesa customers, the simplest can be either via the mobile money by dialing *165 *4 *5 *4#. Then they accept terms and conditions by entering in their PIN. So here when I enter the customer's number, for example, I enter in this customer's number. So to confirm that this person is registered on Clinic Pesa, it has to pick the name in which the person is registered. So if it doesn't, it will mark it red. They say number not registered. So this customer is unable to receive, not until either you communicate to that person to create a Clinic Pesa account. Then I put the amount I want to share with this customer. I enter reason, you can say medical, then I say share. So when I tap on share, still the same process, I confirm with my PIN. So no payment, no transaction can be done on Clinic Pesa minus you authorizing it with your PIN. So your PIN is the master of everything. So then we have what we call Clinic Pesa Mamas. So Clinic Pesa Mamas was put in place to help expectant mothers, because we realize that most mothers, by the time they get pregnant, by the time they are due to give birth, they find themselves they do not have either the clothes to help them with nursing the babies, the mama kit. They do not have even the money to enable them in case they have any emergency. So we brought this in place to see that because our mothers or our customers were demanding for such a service, so this service enables them to put aside a certain amount of money based on their capacity and their capabilities to save. So they keep accumulating this money all over the 9 months. So by the time they get to the 9 months to give birth, they already have some money on them to enable them to pay to the facility they are seeking medical service from. So a customer when they tap on that icon, it will ask them to are they willing to join this service or no. So if you want to join this service, you tap on yes. So the questions are there, asking you, are you pregnant or planning to parenthood? So you select either, let me say I'm planning. So it will ask me, what facility do I want to go to? Do I want to go to private? Do I want to go to government? So I'll select private. So then, how would you like to save towards your maternity service? So I'll select to either to save on a daily, based on one's income. How are you generating your income? Are you generating your income on a daily, on a weekly, or are you a salary earner, maybe on a monthly? So I may decide to say I will save me on a monthly basis. So when I tap on a monthly basis, I'll be asked to select the items I would like to save for. So the items we select for here are basically 4 categories. We have the birth prepared kits, we have the medical bills, we have the transport, and upkeep / emergency. So I have to select all because I believe all these are crucial. So I will have to enter in the amount on which I want to spend on the birth prepared kit. So the birth prepared kit, let me say I'm buying a kit of 50,000, but we have also a minimum of 25,000, which we think that is the basic or the bare minimum someone can spend on that amount. So currently I want to spend 50,000 on my mama kit. Then we have medical bills. So medical bills, it also depends on where you want to deliver from. Because we really know that these mothers, they seek maternal services from specific facilities, and sometimes they have where they want to give birth from, or else they want to give birth from that specific facility. So it will be the mother to know the facility they want to go to, how much is always charged. So let me give to the bare minimum, whereby some people where they go to, let me say their medical bill, the medical bills is around maybe 400,000. So this person may budget for 400,000. Then transport, this is meant to cater for one's movement from their home to the place where they're going to deliver from. Let me save like 50,000 on this. Then we have emergency / upkeep. So this emergency, it's also to enable someone, because you may have budgeted for 400,000 maybe for normal delivery, but in case there is an emergency, so maybe you're going to take to have C-section, you get? So someone has to save at least something to cater for that and any other emergency that may occur. So let me put here like 200,000 on my emergency. So the other questions that are available for me are, would you like to set an autosave in order to meet your savings target? So basically, when someone sets an autosave is meant to help people who are sometimes very busy, because sometimes you may forget, but you have the money on your account, but you forget to save. So when you save an autosave feature, it's also to enable you to do the timely savings on that particular date. So I'll say I would like to set an autosave. So I'll set my autosave on a monthly, since I said I'm planning to save on a monthly basis. So my monthly basis, it would need me to save around, let me say I'm saving 250,000 a month. I'll select the date of the month. I'll say every 31st of August. Then I'll save. So at this stage, I'll be asked to enter in my PIN to confirm that I'm setting an autosave for myself. So when I enter that, every 31st day of a month, money will be deducted off my mobile money wallet. When I tap on that yes, it will subscribe me to Clinic Pesa Mamas. So when I tap on this, it will show me a calculation of how my savings are. So this chart will show you how much money from what I have already on my clinic pesa 40,000, it will chop off it, it will show me the balance and what I'm remaining with to hit my target. So here it will show me the treatment, birth prepared kids, transport, upkeep. So it has the progress bar. So whenever I save, the progress bar keep on moving forward to show me that I'm progressing towards the saving. And in this circle that you see, it keeps on moving. The lighter cyan keeps on increasing as I keep on saving. So here we have also the maternity centers that offer. So from this, I can decide to select which one I want to go to. So I will have a preference of facilities in case I'm ready to give birth. Where do I want to seek my maternity services from? So I have a variety here, because for example, we have Lady Alganyira. I can select one, I select that. When I select, this one is already moved to that. Then I'll move on, select another. Let me say I've selected Crest Care Clinic, Chitintale. So in my list, I may be having around two facilities or 3, based on what I want. I can even have like 4 on that. So we have also the pregnancy, the pregnancy. So it will always show you how would you like to track your pregnancy. So it will also give you a pregnancy tracking update. So you'll be like, mine I want to track it in a monthly. So the more months I keep on moving, the more it updates you. Now you're in your, maybe you're done with your first trimester, now you're in your second trimester. So like that. So we have the health tips. So the health tips, when you tap that, it will show you the health tips, like you're supposed to take such and such an item. You're supposed to take maybe more fruits, more this, based on what the doctors recommend, based on the trimester and how the mother is. So we also have a provision of adding a mother. So as a pregnant mother, wherever I am, I may be having a friend where we take our antenatals from, but they may not be aware about a service that can help them, because we know mostly women tend to fight alone, maybe along this journey sometimes. But because of this service that is in place, we try to make sure that even men participate in this. They can help their women towards saving this money, because they know where this money is being kept, no one can tamper with it because the only source of payment is a healthcare facility. So they are sure that no one is going to misuse the money. So as I've said, if I have a friend who is also not on the service and I would wish this person to be joined, I can add their number, then they can also join Clinic Pesa and start saving. Yeah. So then we have an option of withdraw in case this happens for emergencies. So in case of an emergency, the mother can withdraw their transport to move them to the healthcare. Then the treatment, those ones are made directly to the healthcare facility.
And now let's finalize with the facility account. This is a collection center where all payments over given facility are gathered.
So here I'm going to log into with the facility account, which is so I'll be asked to enter in my PIN. So when I log into a facility account, this feature will appear. So this feature of the facility is quite different from the facility from the individual account. So for the facility, you will be able to see the balance, the total collections. So the balance is the amount of money that the actual one that you have. The total collection is the amount of money that you have collected on that account so far. So it will display even the payment. The last transaction will be put at the front. So the last payment was on 25th of August 2022. The time is always indicated, so you're able to know at what time the transaction was made. Here I have to enter in my PIN to confirm the transaction. So I've confirmed this side the transaction. So The facility person will check and see. So you see the time also shows a change. The last one was at 11:50 something, and now it's 12:51. So when I tap on history, if I want to view this, I will look at the left hand side on the lower bottom. I'll see the transaction of history. The transaction of history is showing a payment has been made of 1,000 and confirmed from the number from which the number appears there, and it shows you now your current balance. The facilities, you can withdraw your money at any time. As soon as you receive the money, you can decide to withdraw there and then, or if you want, you can wait a bit. So we have two withdrawal options, that is the mobile money and the bank. So you can decide which channel is best for you. So you select and you enter the amount of money that you want to withdraw from your total collections. So when you tap on withdraw, to request you to enter in your PIN. Oh, I didn't select. Okay, mobile money. Then so it will ask me to enter in the PIN. So once I enter the PIN, the money is moved either to my bank account or to my mobile money. Yes. Basically, that's it.
And that's what we had for you this week on Smart Tech. Thank you for tuning in ever since we started to where we have come to a conclusion. So that's the financial technology, but in terms of the health access, it's more like fintech into the medical world. And that's what the young innovators in Uganda are doing. That's quite something so tremendous. They are doing quite a tremendous job. Till next week, goodbye, Andrew Barije.